History doesn't always repeat itself, but it does often rhyme. Call of Duty Black Ops 7's recent reveal and the subsequent displeasure expressed from fans doesn't necessarily feel like deja vu. But pair that initial reaction with a Battlefield 6 launch that seems to be firing on all cylinders, catering to fan feedback, and is set to release to positive commercial reception, suddenly it feels like 2016 all over again. When Call of Duty Infinite Warfare was revealed in 2016, the gaming world could feel the ground shake with negativity. Yet another futuristic setting. Jetpacks and 3D movement shoved in. It was a recipe for outrage when fans were screaming for nearly 2 years up to that point for the return to a more traditional and grounded experience. And yet, they were met with a Call of Duty literally set in space. Meanwhile, the team at DICE and Battlefield were attempting to learn from their own shortcomings. Battlefield 4 had launched broken and buggy in 2013, and it took months to regain the trust of the core player base. The most recently launched Battlefield title at the time, Hardline, had left fans of the core franchise high and dry, with its lack of military vehicles like tanks and jets in favor of a cops and robbers aesthetic that only offered civilian vehicles and infantry combat. But just a short time after the abysmal reveal of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, Battlefield launched the reveal trailer for Battlefield 1, and it would change the FPS landscape for 2016 and beyond. The trailer was short, sweet, well edited, and confirmed what everyone had been hoping for. Battlefield 1 would feature a grounded combat system with strong identity, and it was the type of game that knew what it wanted to be. Call of Duty and Activision may have claimed otherwise in press releases, but they knew the game they had cooking in development the prior 3 years was not the ones fans were hoping for at launch. So they made a point of bundling a remaster of the original Modern Warfare from 2007 in with the launch. Well, for at least $20 more, of course. Still, by February 2017, Activision stated that the game had missed their sales expectations, with one of the reasons cited being that the game simply didn't resonate with fans. Meanwhile, Battlefield 1 would go on to be one of the most successful games in its respective franchise, estimated to have sold north of 15 million copies, and is still generally regarded as one of the best Battlefield games by fans as well. In 2025, it seems to all be happening again. A cocky and overconfident Activision, dismissive of fan sentiment regarding cosmetics, microtransactions, and skill-based matchmaking, seems to be more than confident that the current backlash to Black Ops 7 is being overblown or out of proportion. I'll personally say I got sick and tired of getting omni-movement curb stomped by some sweat in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle skin, and haven't touched Black Ops 6 much since launch. EA and DICE have had their own demons to overcome with attempts to stabilize Battlefield 2042, of course. While the game is playable now, it just still isn't very fun by comparison to past titles. Poor map design, specialists substituted for the traditional class system, and overall bland gameplay compared to previous titles make it hard to want to come back to. This felt especially apparent after the recent Battlefield 6 open beta, where everything culminated to just feel like a wholly better and improved experience. But I think the key point to capture here is that DICE and the Battlefield team listened to criticism on 2042 and iterated on their development formula. They've even implemented changes based on player feedback from the beta. They've limited player goofiness through a movement nerf and are providing consistent updates on the ongoing plans to implement map and mode changes for the full release come October. The same simply cannot be said for Call of Duty, who has promised to allow skin and cosmetic purchases to carry over from Black Ops 6 to Black Ops 7, and they seem intent with sticking to their broken and frustrating formula of skill-based matchmaking, among other things. Again, history rhymes. Infinite Warfare becomes Black Ops 7, and Battlefield 1 becomes Battlefield 6. The controversy and outcry from fans may be for different reasons this time, but I truly believe that the end result will be the same, and maybe even more extreme this time around. I can say that I personally plan to play Black Ops 7's campaign through Game Pass, but don't foresee myself making a purchase at any point. Meanwhile, I'm currently grinding Battlefield 2042, a game I don't particularly enjoy to grind on, in order to get rewards for the upcoming Battlefield 6 launch. I'm so excited for the future game that I am indeed willing to suffer through a less than stellar one for it, and I know I'm not alone. With so much to play and different titles on offer, gamers are more discerning than ever with the way that they allocate their limited funds and time. It truly feels like 2025 is going to be another rough year for Activision to learn that lesson. But those are just my thoughts. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are you getting a bit of deja vu from the ghost of FPS Past 2? Or do you feel differently? Do you feel like people are still just going to go out and buy 30 million copies of Call of Duty, regardless of what type of title that they push out? Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching.